What happens when a hunter becomes the hunted, facing a ruthless enemy that's stronger, faster, and practically invisible? That's the premise of today's Pat's Film Club Pick of the Day, Predator. If you're a fan of pulse-pounding action and mind-blowing sci-fi thrills, then you absolutely can't miss this. It's a cinematic experience that redefined the action genre. The premise is simple yet incredibly effective. A group of highly trained soldiers are pitted against a foe that is unlike anything they've ever faced. The Predator is a creature that thrives on the hunt, using advanced technology to camouflage itself and track its prey. The tension builds as Dutch's team is picked off one by one, forcing them to rely on their wits and their sheer willpower to survive. As you watch, ask yourself, what would you do if you were being hunted by an invisible foe? Could you outsmart it? John McTiernan was already making waves as a director, but Predator solidified his reputation as a master of the action genre. The film blends the grit and realism of a war movie with the suspense and horror of a sci-fi thriller, resulting in a unique hybrid that has influenced countless films since. McTiernan's ability to create tension is unmatched. He uses the jungle setting not just as a backdrop, but as an integral part of the story, amplifying the sense of isolation and danger. But let's not forget about the real star of the show, Arnold Schwarzenegger. By 1987, Schwarzenegger was already a household name, known for his roles in The Terminator and Conan the Barbarian. But Predator took his action hero status to new heights. As Dutch, Schwarzenegger delivers a performance that is equal parts physical and charismatic. He embodies the role of the ultimate warrior, tough, resourceful, and unyielding in the face of impossible odds. How do you think Schwarzenegger's performance in Predator compares to his other iconic roles like The Terminator? Which one is your favourite? One of the most iconic scenes in Predator is when Dutch realises that the only way to defeat the Predator is to fight it on its own terms. One of the most iconic scenes in Predator is when Dutch realises that the only way to defeat the Predator is to fight it on its own terms. Covered in mud to mask his body heat from the Predator's thermal vision, Dutch sets up a series of traps and engages in a brutal, primal battle with the creature. This scene is a masterclass in tension and action, showcasing McTiernan's direction and Schwarzenegger's physicality. Do you think this is the most epic scene in action movie history? What other scenes from Predator stand out to you? Predator isn't just about muscles and explosions. The film also touches on themes of survival, the nature of the hunt, and what it means to be human in the face of an unstoppable force. The Predator, with its code of honour and ritualistic approach to hunting, is more than just a monster. It's a character with its own motivations and a strange sense of respect for its prey. This complexity adds depth to what could have been a straightforward action movie, making Predator a film that continues to be analysed and appreciated decades after its release. An interesting aside is the original design for the Predator was completely different from what we see on screen. The creature was initially envisioned as a much more insect-like alien, but the design was scrapped after the first few days of shooting. It wasn't until Stan Winston, the legendary special effects artist, was brought on board that the Predator's iconic look was created. Jean-Claude Van Damme was originally cast to play the Predator, but he was replaced because his height and build didn't match the imposing presence that the filmmakers wanted for the creature. Can you imagine the Predator being played by Van Damme? How do you think the film would have been different? Personally, I think Predator is a perfect blend of action, horror and sci-fi. It's a film that doesn't just rely on its special effects or action sequences, but on the sheer tension and suspense that it builds throughout. Arnold Schwarzenegger's performance is unforgettable, and the film's influence on the genre is undeniable. If you've never seen it, or even if you have, what's your take on the film's lasting impact? It's definitely worth revisiting. Now I'd love to hear from you. What's your favourite moment in Predator? Do you think the Predator is one of the best movie villains of all time? And how do you think the film holds up after all these years? Share your thoughts in the comments or join the conversation on social media. Let's discuss. Enjoyed today's pick? Make sure you hit that subscribe button below if you're watching on YouTube. If you're tuning in via podcast, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review on your favourite platform. It really helps us out. And let's keep the conversation going. Follow us at Pat's Film Club on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok and X for all the latest updates. And if you want to stay in the loop, head over to patsfilmclub.com and join our mailing list. You'll get the inside scoop on all our future events and news. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.